Graduation, a time for fun, celebration, and looking forward.
We were a close group, ready for new adventures. Our trip was to Rhyolite, Nevada, a ghost town with old stories.
People said it was haunted and strange things happened there, but we were excited and felt brave.
We didn't know Rhyolite had dark secrets. The drive to Rhyolite was long, and the empty desert made me feel uneasy. As we got closer, the sun started to set, making long, creepy shadows. Finally, we saw Rhyolite on the horizon, looking like a ghost town. The old, broken buildings stood out against the fading light. I felt both excited and scared as we got out of the car. The air was still and felt heavy with old stories. As we walked further, the shadows seemed to get longer, reaching towards us. The sunset coloring the sky, orange, purple and red. The ruins of Rhyolite glowed in the dim light, casting long shadows. We, a group of friends, laughed as we explored the empty town. The air smelled of sagebrush and felt electric. As the sun disappeared, a chill filled the town. We were alone in the dark, surrounded by the ghosts of Rhyolite.
I think we should head back.
David said, sounding as worried as I felt. The others agreed, their earlier confidence gone. We tried to go back, but the path we came from had disappeared into the shadows. I started to feel really scared.
I don't recognize this place.
Shapna whispered, her voice shaking. We were lost. The buildings, which used to be familiar, now looked scary, their empty windows watching us. We walked for what felt like hours, not knowing where to go, losing hope with each step. The darkness felt like it was closing in on us, making it hard to think. The town of Rhyolite, once welcoming, now felt cold and unforgiving. We were stuck. Night had come, covering the desert in complete darkness. The stars, which were bright before, were now hidden by thick clouds. The only light came from our phones, but they were very weak in the darkness.
We need to find a place to stay.
The wind, which was gentle before, now howled through the ruins. The wind, now a wild beast, tore through the old remains of Rhyolite, throwing sand and debris everywhere. Lightning lit up the sky, flashing over the ghost town, making the shadows move and twist. The first raindrops, heavy and cold, hit our faces like tiny punches. Fear, raw and strong, grabbed us. We were completely exposed, at the mercy of nature's anger. The storm, like an evil being, seemed to mock us, its anger growing with each moment. We stumbled blindly in the dark, our cries for help lost in the wind. The dry earth, thirsty for so long, turned to mud under our feet, threatening to swallow us. Lightning struck again, closer this time, the thunder a loud roar that shook us. I lost sight of my friends, their shapes lost in the storm's chaos. Panic gripped my chest, each breath a struggle against the weight of fear. I was alone, lost in a nightmare of wind and rain, surrounded by the unseen ghosts of Rhyolite. A flash of lightning lit up the landscape, pushing away the darkness for a moment. Then I saw it. A faint light flickering in the distance like a beacon of hope in the storm. I stumbled towards it, my legs heavy and my lungs burning. The light got stronger as I got closer, turning into the warm glow of a window. Hope filled me, pushing away my fear. There had to be someone there who could help us. I stumbled towards the light, my heart pounding. As I got closer, I could see the shape of a building. A house, small, white, and strangely out of place among the ruins of Rhyolite. Smoke rose from its chimney, showing that someone was inside. I reached the porch and grabbed the doorknob. Taking a deep breath, I opened the door and stepped inside. Section 3. An uneasy sanctuary. The storm was loud outside, but inside the small house it was strangely calm. I stood in the doorway, my eyes getting used to the dim light from a single kerosene lamp. The house had little furniture, with only a few old photos and a dusty mirror on the walls. The door creaked shut behind me, making me jump. I turned to see my friends, their faces pale and their clothes soaked from the rain. But the uneasy feeling stayed, a knot of worry tightening in my stomach. We sat close together, shivering even with the kerosene lamp. The storm was wild outside, shaking the house. Inside, it was calm for now. We had made it through the storm, for now.
What do we do next?
We wait. The storm will end. We can decide in the morning.
Time moved slowly, each minute felt endless. The storm outside kept raging. We stayed close, sharing stories and fears.
Lily, can you make some food? I'm really hungry.
Andrew asked, sounding very tired.
I have some canned food.
Lily, always prepared, searched her backpack. We heard cans falling and a chair moving. Then silence. Suddenly a loud scream broke the silence. We jumped up, feeling very scared. The kitchen scene was terrifying. Lily was on the floor, her body twisted in a strange way. Her throat was cut and blood was everywhere. We stood there, unable to move, the smell of blood filling the room.
We need to leave now.
We were far from any town, stuck in a ghost town with a storm raging outside. The storm was relentless. We took Lily's body outside, wrapped in an old sheet. The rain soaked us completely, mixing with our tears. We dug a shallow grave, feeling very sad. No prayers, just the wind and rain. We went back inside, feeling the heavy weight of sadness. The silence in the house felt heavy and suffocating. Then the lights went out. We were left in complete darkness. The darkness was thick and heavy. We stayed close, barely breathing. Then we heard a knock. Fear ran down my spine. No one moved. Then we heard Lily's voice.
Why are you here?
It was a whisper, soft but clear. We were stuck, trapped in fear from something impossible.
Lily was dead. We buried her ourselves, didn't we?
The thought hit me, cold and sharp.
We need to check if she's really out there.
No one disagreed. We were all scared together. The storm hit the door as we tried to unlock it. On a branch of a dead tree sat Lily. Her skin was very pale, her eyes glowing with a strange light.
No one is leaving, Lily whispered, her voice rough and scary. Everyone is going to die.
Her words hung in the air, heavy and threatening, like a death sentence. We shut the door, trying to protect ourselves from the horror outside. We backed against the wall and slid to the floor, breathing hard. The storm outside was wild, just like the fear inside us.
I woke up suddenly, my heart racing. Someone was shaking me. It was Andrew.
Omar, he said, sounding confused. Why are you sleeping in class?
I blinked, trying to get used to the bright light. Everything looked normal. I felt relieved. It was just a nightmare. I turned to Andrew and heard a soft, scary laugh that made me shiver. I froze, feeling cold with fear. Slowly I turned, my heart beating fast, scared of what I would see. And there she was, Lily.
You didn't bury me, Omar? She whispered, her voice cold and scary.
I woke up in bed, covered in sweat, my heart beating fast. But then I saw it, a text message on my phone. It simply read, "Why are you guys inside? I'm outside." The message stayed on the screen, a scary reminder of what we went through. I felt a chill. How could Lily have sent that message? We had buried her, hadn't we? Or did we bury something else? Something now walking among us. Doubt ate away at my sanity. The nightmare so real wouldn't leave my mind, a constant reminder of the fear waiting for us in Rhyolite. Days turned into sleepless nights, haunted by that terrible night. The text message stayed, unanswered like a ghost in the digital world. I tried to reach out to share my fears, but they didn't answer. Their silence said it all. Had they fallen into the darkness that took Lily, or were they stuck in their own nightmares, unable to escape Rhyolite?
I'm alone. The realization hit me hard. Alone with my memories, my fears, knowing we had unleashed something evil. The desert wind howls, carrying whispers of the dead, echoes of Lily's laughter. Drawn back to Rhyolite, pulled by a force I can't understand. But deep down I know the truth. There is no escape. We are tied to Rhyolite. Our fates linked with the ghosts. We are trapped forever.